Hey Vibers, Callan Doyle in my favorite spot on the pipe patio. Uh, you can tell some of the plants are starting to come out. A little wild fern there, coming out good. I've got another one here in this green container. I think I'm going to set it down and transplant the other into a full-size container too. Of course, the asparagus fern, they're doing exceptionally well. They always do. Come back year after year. And I don't know if you can see in the back, I've got two large containers of regular size banana trees. They're coming out. And behind them is some canna lilies. They're starting to come up. And so, things are starting to come out a little bit. Here in this tan colored large container, last year I had climbing spinach there, and I decided this year I'm going to put the long burpless cucumbers. So I have numerous ones planted in there. They're up and coming up and doing well. They'll be climbing up the wire cage here shortly. The only thing that really was disappointing is I had bought some kind of like ornamental type banana plants last year. They were a little smaller and darker green, and then they had a red stripes down the leaves. And I think both of them, I separated them, one large one, and I think both of them succumbed to the cold weather. So I'm just going to have to replace those. In that red pot, I don't think I've mentioned it, but I got some Armenian cucumber seeds from one of my guys that I'm subscribed to in Canada. He offered some seeds, and I'd never had or grown Armenian cucumbers, and they kind of look like a burpless cucumber. They're long and slender, and these are striped, and they're actually not a cucumber at all. They're a gourd. They're a member of the gourd family, but all the information everybody's had them say they taste and the texture of them are just like a cucumber. So I'm looking forward for those and hoping they'll come out and I do well, make a few, and be able to save some seeds for next year. In the container back there, I've got some more of the climbing spinach. It's really starting to come out. It'll be climbing up here shortly. I'm gonna buy a few more plants and put out here and do some replacement and do a few things. Really hadn't completely got into the full swing of the pipe patio yet. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see there's some tips of tree branches. That's from a white oak I have in the backyard. Here's from some of the other oaks, live oaks. Pin oak. And before I go any further, I was going to tell you I'm smoking my Ardor Bent Dublin. Really love this pipe, and I gotta say the amber color stems are my favorite, and this one's kind of unique. It's kind of got a hump and a half on it, but this is a really favorite pipe of mine. Really smokes well. I treated myself to this last year. I like the thick walls of this pipe, but very light. Really was surprised at how light it was. As thick as the walls of the briar is. Very light pipe. But look, I was saying all this debris came from a storm we had Monday. We knew we had some weather coming in. We were watching it early Monday morning on the radar, and it was a severe thunderstorm. But man, when this thing came through about 9:30, it just got dark. It got dark like nighttime dark, like midnight dark. And I've never seen that before. It was completely dark. Street lights come on, and it just like it was nighttime. And not long after that, the wind started picking up, and the rain started coming in, started blowing sideways. And when it was all over with, it was and you know, we had limbs down and nothing bad, but limbs and debris and tips of trees, and kind of like that tip there is, just, you know, all over the yard. It actually looked like a hurricane. It looked just like when a hurricane's passed through. And one of my rental properties did lose a tree. Had a tree kind of break in half, about halfway up, and fall. Had some other limbs fall, but luckily it didn't hit any of the house or buildings or anybody. Nobody got hurt, so it was really, really fortunate there. But in all my years of riding out hurricanes, you know, this one was just like it. It was just quick. It was over fast and done, but it was just like going through a hurricane, except hurricanes last for, you know, 6 to 8 hours when they come in, and then they reverse. It's really strange if you've never been through one. When a hurricane comes in, the wind comes from one direction, and then as the eye moves over you, it gets calm, and then the wind starts back up, and it's coming from the other direction. It's really a unique phenomena to go through. But yeah, it was kind of strange. So we got some picking up still to do, and hopefully this weekend maybe I can get on this pipe patio and get the rest of the stuff planted and get it in here and get it going. Didn't tell you what I was smoking. I'm having some Hearth and Home classic burley cake. I really enjoy this tobacco. It was recommended to me by one of the members, and I'll be honest with you, can't remember who it was, but it comes in a crumble cake, and it's a burley. It's got some casing on it. It's not a fruity or any kind of, it's kind of a strange casing to me. I don't know what you'd call it, but I enjoy it. It burns well, it tastes good, and really like it. I like this burley. I like a lot of the over-the-counter burleys, and kind of a mystery to me how these burley blends are mild and nutty flavored, and then something like Haunted Bookshop is just so strong with nicotine. So I wonder if by processing the burley, do they take some of that nicotine out some kind of way? I don't know, or if it's just different types of burley. I was looking last night, and some of the burley I grew 2 years ago and actually processed and chopped and all. I opened it up, and it's really mellowed out. So I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to smoke that here in one of my upcoming videos, some of my own homegrown burley blend. You know, it went through, it dried out, it went through the ammonia where it off-gassed the ammonia types from it, and it's just really mild now. So I'm hoping it's a real good mild burley blend. So guys, from the pipe patio here in Callan Doyle's house on a beautiful Wednesday evening. Temperature is about 72 degrees, low humidity, winds blowing. I encourage everybody, if you're having a similar temperature or weather, even if you're not, get your favorite pipe, load her up, keep that baby lit, keep her smoking.